Today we're unboxing our Stanley Fatmax 600 lumen spotlight. Purchased this on Amazon for $23.98, and according to the box, it's a 5-watt LED, lithium-ion battery, rechargeable. It's waterproof down to 6 feet. It has a 10-hour runtime, and it floats. Now, what I really didn't notice in the ad that I bought it from is it charges with USB. This part will plug into the wall. This part plugs into your car. Cable goes between USB slots into the flashlight spotlight, and hopefully the cable's in the box. So let's tear this thing open and see what we got. We're going to have plastic in there to work with. Going to have to put the camera down. Well, here's what we have inside the box. There's a instruction manual, a product registration, a cigarette lighter, car powered USB port, a plug in a regular 110 circuit USB port for in the house, a rather short USB cable. I'll unwind that, show you how long it is, and the light itself. Got some kind of warning sticker on there. It says, charge unit immediately upon purchase and after each use and every 3 to 6 months. So we'll go put this on a charger as soon as we show it to you. Then I'm going to take it outside and show you how bright it is in the dark. This will give you a better idea of what size it is. It's really light. I mean, my goodness. This is replacing a Peak brand 10 million candle power lead acid battery that probably weighed about 5 pounds. And if you were holding it out like this, you know, it was hard to balance and everything. This is really light. This is what it looks like down inside the front. Got your 5 little LED bulbs down in there. Can't wait to see how they work. To keep it waterproof, this back unscrews, and that's where you'll find the USB port on the light itself. Be careful not to rip this little plastic string out of here. That's what keeps you from losing the cap. That's rather nice, but if you think it's going to pull out of there and show you the it doesn't belong there, just don't do that. Leave it there. This is a mini port, USB port here, that'll receive the electric into the light. The other hole is just for that plastic strap to keep your lid from getting lost, your plug, waterproof plug. There's a little red light that blinks to show you that it's charging. That's a nice feature. And this cable, USB cable, is 20 inches long. Now I know you can get longer ones at the Dollar Tree. They're probably closer to 3 feet for $1. So if you need a longer cord, like if you have you're using the power source in your car and you can't, you don't want it laying on the floor, or you want to get it up on a seat or whatever, you need a longer cord, then you can get one at the Dollar Tree for $1. It might be pink, but you'll have that. It states it has a limited 1-year warranty. You'll have to register the product in order to make that happen. Probably can do that online, but we haven't gotten that far into it. This is a very intelligent LED. It has about 6 different stages, and I'm going to pick up the instruction manual and read them to you, because I found it quite interesting. If that light is green, the battery is fully charged. If it's flashing green, it's a high state of charge, but will still take a little bit more. If it's orange, the battery is low and partially charged. If it's red and flashing, it needs to be recharged. If it flashes red rapidly, it's overheated. It'll enter a cool down period and begin recharging again. That's quite a bit of technology for the butt end of a flashlight. When we screw the cap back in, the waterproof cap, you line the arrow on the plug with the diamond on the unit so you don't over tighten it. I recommend reading in detail the instructions on the charging of the battery, when to charge it, how much to charge it, why you charge it, why you don't fully discharge it. To extend the life of the lithium ion, it's a little bit different than the old AA's that we're used to, where you just use them till they're gone and pitch them. And another little tidbit is you never throw water on a burning lithium ion battery. Yeah, it's not a good idea. It's been plugged in charging for 45 minutes and we're still flashing red. So if you plan on using this when you get out of the box, you better leave yourself a couple hours for the charging process. I'm going to keep track of it for you and let you know how long it took. 1 hour, 45 minutes and still partially charged. I think it's a 1 amp charger. It took exactly 2 hours to start flashing green. Now the next step will be solid green. This has been charging for 3 hours and I'm going to bed. I was going to take some nighttime shots. We'll save that for tomorrow night. It's the next morning and we have a fully charged flashlight. Now we're outside to do the nighttime test. That's my steps. I go out to a tree at 15 feet. A tree at 30 feet. Trees at 70 yards. Looks better in person than it does on the camera. I'm looking at both. This is very similar to, we're looking over a whole acre of property here. It's making it to all the edges. That's getting out there pretty good. Another feature is that it's a 3-stage button. You press it once, it goes full. You press it again, it goes to half. Press it again, it goes to off. Next we're going to do a time test. We're going to take it inside, leave it on, at least for a few hours, and then recharge it again. We'll get some good times for you on its performance. This is not quite as bright as my 10,000 candle power lead acid peak, which weighed about, I don't know, 5 pounds or something. It was pretty heavy. Had a nice big square battery in it. But for a lightweight, I'm liking this a lot. I can certainly see what I'm doing. And I like the half-speed button, you know, if you just need a little bit of light, you're not sucking down the battery, but that's plenty to see the steps and stuff. This is the beam on a freshly charged battery against my wall. You can see the shadow of the rocking chair there. And I'm going to leave it on for an hour and come back and check the power of the beam, and we can make a comparison. This is the strength of the light after 1.5 hours of burning. This is the beam after 2 hours of constant use. At 3 hours, it died. There's no light there. Going back in the charger, shut itself off. we know from experience this is going to take all night to charge. So 3 hours, I got a little less than 3 hours from a full charge, and it'll take overnight to recharge. So that's what you can expect from your life expectancy on your beam and your recharge rate. The Stanley Fatmax. Almost everything you'd want in a flashlight. I was going to give this an A, but when it shut off just before 3 hours of run time, and the box said 10, and I'm going to drop it down to a B. This is a B flashlight, in my opinion. I do like how light it is. You get a lot of light for the weight. Light to weight ratio. Yeah. Anyway, I should probably have coffee before I give my reviews.